Hi, you are watching Eric's Best Online Game Reviews. I'm Mintchip, your host, and today I'm going to be talking to you about Give Up.
EBOG.com.
Alright, so where to start? Well, Give Up is a game, as you can tell in its name, doesn't really have the sort of encouragement that you might expect. Not the most comforting command. We can obviously assume that this isn't going to be the easiest game there is. This is a platform game that increases in difficulty over time. It's simple in concept, but it takes a masterful technique to complete. Give Up is created and designed by Tasselfoot. Artwork and programming is by John Cooney, who obviously worked very hard on the game and have put a lot of time into it, and it's absolutely fantastic. You start out as a little blue guy, and he's pretty happy to be here, just wanting to get from point A to point B. There's this little orange observer who really wants you to fail. He or she reminds me a little bit of Gladys from Portal, the person who tries to make your life worse and worse as you go. The thing I enjoyed about this game is that the levels stay relatively the same, and then they add upon the previous, making it more and more difficult. This makes it a bit less tedious as you see the world around you appear more and more impossible. You run across the platforms, you can increase your jump range with speed. You also can do double jumps to make higher landings. You can stutter jump to get across places. Spikes quickly make the scene, and you learn that even walking up to a spike will end in death. The blood spatter can get a little bit overwhelming as well. There are cannonball shooters that you have to dodge. Then you soon come across lasers that seem impossible. You jump on invisible walls and maneuver around spinning saws that slide on paths. And then you reach level 30. Around level 30, I wanted to give up. Definitely wanted to give up, wanted to hit the button. The developer, even Tasselfoot, said that level 30 is the hardest level. When they were testing the game, the testers were actually saying that level 30 was one of the hardest levels that they had experienced. For me, I would definitely say level 30 is really rough. I don't know if that's intentional. After you get past level 30, things seem to almost get easier, and I pretty much think that if you get past level 30, you should be able to beat the game. I would definitely recommend this game if you're someone who enjoys challenging platform games. If you do end up giving up, well, don't. Actually, I gave up around level 9ish just to see what would happen if you hit the give up button, but basically you fulfill the premonition that you'll fail, and no one is surprised or sad that you gave up. There's a little video and you start over, so you might as well keep going until you succeed. Not to give anything away, but even when you win, there's not a whole lot. There's no party, there's no cake, just a few words of encouragement to your life. And while at the moment you might think, oh, that's not worth it, it definitely is. I can assure you that upon completion, it could have been a black screen that just said you did it and lasted all of 2 seconds, and you'd still feel like a god among men. It is a very satisfying journey, and you should let me know in the comments below when you give up or if you beat it, and tell me how many deaths you got, because I think I had something like 600 deaths. Ridiculous. If I were to give a little bit of criticism, I would say that I wish that level 30 had been the last level, because that level just feels like it's just insane, and afterwards it sort of feels like really more simple to get to the end. Thank you so much for watching Eric's Best Online Game Reviews. I've been Mintchip, your host. Be sure to subscribe by clicking this button right here. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you do, be sure to thumbs up. Keep playing, and I'll see you next time. Don't give up.
EBOG.com.